My dear viewers, hello and welcome to a new episode of our program Africa Today. My name is Ahmed Mukhtar. Well, Egypt and Seychelles discussed bilateral cooperation and preparations for an upcoming African summit. This came during a phone call between Foreign Minister Badr Abdel and Seychelles Minister of Foreign Affairs. More in the following report.
Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abdel discussed on Saturday in a telephone conversation with Sicili's Minister of Foreign Affairs Silvestre Radegonde the strengthening of bilateral relations and the enhancement of coordination within the African Union in preparation for the upcoming African Summit. Abdel emphasized commitment to expanding economic investment and trade cooperation with Sicili's to serve the mutual interests of both nations. They underscored the importance of consultation on key issues on the African Summit's agenda to ensure the collective interests of African countries and advance sustainable development efforts across the continent. They also discussed aligning their positions on regional and international priorities to reinforce African unity and resilience in addressing current challenges. The two sides agreed to exchange mutual support for nominations in regional and international forums, reflecting the depth of bilateral relations and contributing to Africa's enhanced representation in global institutions. The 38th African Union Summit will convene on the 15th and 16th of February 2025 in Addis Ababa. It brings together heads of state and government from all 55 AU member states, alongside leaders from international organizations, non-governmental organizations, and the private sector.
Well, to shed more light on this topic, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest, Dr. Ahmed Ossama, member of the Egyptian Council for the Foreign Affairs. Good afternoon, sir. Hello? Dr. Ossama?
Hello, hello.
Hello, Dr. Ossama.
Hello, good afternoon. Nice to be with you again.
Thank you so much. It's our pleasure. Doctor, how would you describe the ties between Egypt and Seychelles?
Egypt and Seychelles have a good diplomatic relations. There are no kind of troubles ever there, and the cooperation between the two countries will bring more benefits for both sides.
Yes. So, Dr. Ossama, during a phone call between the foreign ministers of Egypt and Seychelles, the two sides have agreed to exchange mutual support for nominations in regional and international forums. How do you read the statement?
I read it as positive steps, as the African support, and actually we have now an Egyptian nominate to the UNESCO former Minister of Culture, and the support of the African countries is very important for this kind of nominations, and also to exchange the knowledge and supporting each other. As if we remember in the past that the African support and the nomination of the former His Excellency Boutros Ghali, the former UN Secretary, was done by the African countries, and he was the first and the only Egyptian one to get this honorable position.
Yes. So, Dr. Ossama, how do you weigh the reasons for recent shuttle diplomacy and also the context between Egypt and the African states lately?
Egypt as a main part of Africa, and the development of the African relations is very crucial in the past, and now to maintain any shortage happened during the past decades along, and the Foreign Ministry of Foreign Affairs are doing a great job for kind of cooperation, and also in the international cooperation between Egypt and the African countries. Africa is full of luxuries and a lot of demands. We can work on it on different levels security cooperation, economic cooperation, cultural cooperation, business cooperation. All of these ties between the African countries and Egypt is very important. While now the world is going through kind of cartels everywhere to secure each country's sources and resources and security by all means.
Yes, Dr. Ossama, how are the global challenges drawing the need for closer African coordination?
As Africa is full of luxury and diversity of kind of sources for power, for a lot of things, and all over the global world are trying to get intervening there and to get over by all means. The situation now is not like before. In the past, they were doing like military occupations, but now it's looking for a common benefit and to get strategic positions in the African countries for each global power, like China is there, United States is there, France is there, Israel is there, Emirates is there. A lot of countries worldwide are having a lot of relations and business cooperations and also intelligence cooperation, and in Ethiopia too, a lot of ties there. All of these kind of coalitions is building a kind of power and more holding on a lot of threats and a lot of opportunities to do and to get over.
Yes. I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Dr. Ahmed Ossama, the member of the Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break and I'm going to be back with you.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has issued a special appeal for peace in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, warning that the humanitarian situation in Goma is dire, as thousands have been killed and hundreds of thousands displaced due to ongoing violence. Speaking ahead of key summits of the East African Community, the Southern African Development Community, and the African Union Peace and Security Council, Guterres called for an immediate halt to hostilities, stressing that there is no military solution. Despite a unilateral ceasefire declared by Rwandan-backed rebels, Congo's government has dismissed it as false communication, citing continued fighting in other areas. Guterres condemned human rights abuses, including sexual violence, forced recruitment, and attacks on humanitarian efforts. Guterres will travel to Addis Ababa next week for the AU Peace and Security Council Summit, where discussions on restoring stability in the Great Lakes region are expected to take center stage.
Well, that was a lead on the UN urged peace as the conflict escalates in the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo. The UN Chief Antonio Guterres have warned that the humanitarian situation in Goma is dire. Thousands have been killed and hundreds others of thousands displaced due to ongoing violence. Well, the Republic of Burundi is The Republic of Burundi is a landlocked country located in the African Great Lakes regions of East Africa. Gitega, located in the central part of Burundi in its political capital. More in the following.
While Bujumbura, which is located in the southwestern of the country, the Republic of Burundi is a landlocked country located in the African Great Lakes region of East Africa, bordered by the Republic of Rwanda to the north, the United Republic of Tanzania to the east and south, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo to the west. It is also sometimes considered as part of the Central Africa. Burundi has Gitega, located in the central part of Burundi, as the political capital, while Bujumbura, which is located in the southwestern of the country adjacent to the Lake Tanganyika, is the economic capital. Burundi is a presidential republic. It has a legislature system with the Senate as the upper house and the National Assembly as the lower house of the parliament. Burundi took its independence on the 1st of July 1962. It became a republic on the 1st of July 1966. It is often called the Heart of Africa, covering an area of 27,834 square kilometers. The lowest point in Burundi is the Lake Tanganyika at 772 meters, and the highest point is Mount Hiha with 2,670 meters. It is located approximately at 1,100 kilometers from the Indian Ocean and is more than 2,100 kilometers from the Atlantic Ocean. The languages spoken in Burundi are mostly Kirundi, French, English, and Kiswahili. The existing religions are the Christian, Roman Catholic, and Protestant and Muslim.
Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, Africa Today. My name is Ahmed. Thank you for watching.